Oh, hi. This week it is that time of year again. I think this is year number 8, if not more. I'll put the number up here of however many years we've been doing this because it's my favorite tradition every year, which is last minute costume ideas. 2022 edition. That's the right year, right? Yes. More than ever am I having a hard time keeping track of that. Are you ready for the chaos? So I feel like I have a bigger list than I was expecting this year, but this kind of always happens. And sometimes as I'm filming it, I come up with more stuff. Where I was smart this year and I started a list when I thought of things like back in February or something. There weren't that many items on it, but still, rather than like trying to remember, oh yeah, 8 months from now, 8 months from now, I'll definitely remember that I wanted to make a shirt that looks like Thora Birch from Ghost World. Not the actress, but she has a shirt, and I realize I can't actually do this one because I thought I had a plain purple shirt or like fabric I could use to make a plain purple shirt, but I do not. So if you have ever seen Ghost World, I haven't even finished the whole movie. It's weird, but I've enjoyed it so far. And I started it at the beginning of this year. It's like a more involved version of the Sex Bob-omb shirt that Knives Chow wears in the Scott Pilgrim movie, kind of in that vein, but there's a little bit more going on this one. Let's move on. I am 99% sure I've never mentioned this before, and I am kind of surprised by this because I've definitely dressed as her before in probably this same tank top from high school, judging by how like threadbare it is in some spots, but just dressing like Lara Croft. I obviously don't have the hair for that anymore. Oh wait, do I have a wig? So listen, I've never had my own like costume trunk, but I do have this like pirate treasure chest I did in a video so many years ago now, and I've used it to store kind of random stuff throughout the years, but I finally made it a dedicated like prop, and oh, I just had one of those ideas. I have it for my like accessory and wig storage now. So let's dig through there, and there is an idea that just came to mind. Okay, here's the treasure chest. And I remembered I had this absolutely unhinged hat that I made a couple years ago for a sandwich costume, which I'm still delighted by. I didn't actually wear it out anywhere, but it got me to make this and make Bert his hot dog costume. But are you ready? Are you ready for the awful pun about to happen? I was working at an event yesterday where there was like a cupcake pairing with the beer I was pouring, and I had these earrings in that looked like little beer mugs that were foaming over, and I called them my beerings, and the cupcake people were like, I think it's time for you to go home now. This is on par with that. Ready? Dancing club. All right, on to the next. Okay, I don't have a good Lara Croft wig, but it's tank top, holsters. Actually, my D&D character that I've been playing, she's a dragonborn rogue. My friend Jamie, who's also in the campaign with me, drew out what Mara is the character's name looks like, and that is the type of outfit I like picture her wearing. There's a specific like hooded tank top I've had in mind for her, but it is very Lara Crofty. Lara Croft? Lara Croft? Lara Croft. One is pronounced one way, and there was a girl I knew in high school that pronounced it the other way, and I always get them mixed up. I think it's Lara Croft, and she was Lara. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Anyways, I have some black leggings on. She definitely wears shorts. They're like short shorts, but the leggings will work for the next essentially same type of character, but computerized. I don't know if any of y'all watched the show Reboot back in like what, late 90s maybe, but I always thought Dot Matrix was the coolest person alive, and I mean, I guess my wrist support can help cover some of the bracers and stuff that she has up her arms, so there is like almost a gauntlet slash a leg warmer for your forearm, and then she has these like rings around one of her upper arms, and she just looks really badass. And I do have the right haircut, but she does have black hair, but it is very much this kind of cut. Maybe that's who I've been channeling all these years without even realizing it. Okay, moving on. I know I broke this out I think last year for a Beetlejuice outfit. I guess we could go like Jailhouse Rock Elvis, but where my brain was going is Pugsley from Addams Family. Just black and white striped shirt. I helped a friend make a black and white striped shirt because they just had plain white shirts, and think we found some like black ribbon to put on it. And it looked very shoddy, but yeah, back in high school, I had to be Lurch for the group photos and everything because we had a Gomez and Morticia. That friend I helped make into Pugsley, and his sister, she got the Wednesday role, so I was Lurch. My natural hair color is kind of like a meh brown, so I sprayed my hair like black, and I had it up in a ponytail, but I had so much of that can spray on me that when I went to take a shower, it took forever to get out, and then like, this is gross, and I'm sorry, but every time I went to blow my nose, I definitely inhaled a lot of that, which is not, it's not good. Maybe like wear a respirator when you're using that stuff. I haven't used it in a very long time, but that almost always happened whenever I use that kind of spray. I did mention this is going to be chaotic because it always is. It's like first thing on a Monday morning. I'm not even drinking anything other than just black coffee and water and a little bit of Gatorade because I definitely didn't drink enough fluids over the weekend because I kept telling myself like, I'm too busy to like stop and drink, and I wouldn't think of it because I was just like in go mode all Saturday and all Sunday, and now I very much regret. I can like feel that I'm not fully with it, although I've been feeling that way for a couple weeks, so I don't know if that's the depression coming back in or it's just we're heading towards winter and this is just what happens. Woof. Anyways, on to another shirt I have absolutely worn in a previous version of this, but we're going a different direction. And how I have never done this before with the hair color I have had for as many years as I've had it, it's unfucking believable that we haven't gone this direction before. But hold please, I need to do some zhuzhing. Okay, listen, I was trying to do like a sectioned mohawk going back. I don't know if you can tell by the years of DIY haircuts and dye jobs, I'm not a hair professional. But blue shirt, if I were the type to own white gloves, because why would anybody let me do that? I would have some of those on, and we get some Sonic the Hedgehog energy. Maybe not. Is there a way to do makeup to make you look like a human hedgehog? I don't know. On to the next, please. Okay, an honest question here. Who is your favorite Doctor Who companion? Because I just got to the Peter Capaldi seasons because I'm so excited when Ncuti Gatwa takes over, and I really want to see Jodie Whittaker's seasons as well because there's been a female Doctor Who and I haven't watched her seasons yet, and I apologize for that. But this is my Rose Tyler again. Oh, actually, hold on. She's blonde, right? Does this help? I own like 4 wigs, and one day I will make this look less terrible. Ooh, actually no, I do have one nice wig. I've never styled it though. Anyway, Rose Tyler from the Tooth and Claw episode from season 2 or 3 of the reboot when David Tennant was the Doctor, which still makes me sad to think about. So let's move on. Oh wait, also I'm still wearing just the plain black leggings because she has black tights on underneath and then like kind of thigh-high boots, which I do have, but all of my joints are bothering me this week. So putting on heeled boots when you're not even going to see it at this angle is not quite what I want to do to myself. So on to the next. All right. This one is nice for how fucking cold it gets around Halloween, at least around these parts. I'm actually considering wearing this as my costume for the Halloween stuff I'm doing, because you can't wear anything that really looks like a costume. So a casual cosplay closet costume type thing when it's just your regular clothes, which is essentially what this is like making costumes from my closet every year, which it makes that feel like more of an accomplishment to me that I can pull this many things just out of the stuff I have laying around. Other than like cutting up felt sometimes or cutting up some paper, I don't go out and acquire new things for any of these. Okay, so for this, I would put the blonde wig back on, but I have somehow already misplaced it, even though I haven't left this room. And I don't know how this has happened so fast. I've been in here for like less than half an hour. Just pretend I'm carrying a tray of alcoholic drinks for some underage teens. And when they ask about there being alcohol in the drinks, if you're in this sick fit, you get to respond with, "Don't worry, I'm a cool mom." So much work for the dumbest part. I promise this was not a saving the best for last situation, in case you haven't caught on to that already. Also, I have not worn this outfit since I made it because I've just kind of had it as like a sample thing for custom orders. By the way, just so it is said, because I don't put this out very often, but if you want a custom hoodie / potentially sweatpants, I have made whole like sweatsuits for people that are matching. Nice stretchy lightweight fleece. It's not Polar Tech shit. I can't handle having that much on me of that kind of fabric. But yeah, let me know and I can make that happen for you. Also, if I haven't mentioned, I did do a whole big launch in my Etsy shop where I have 50 listings currently, although maybe that went down because I hadn't really sold anything. There were 2 things that were purchased when I first listed my velvet Our Flag Means Death bag, so I still have a couple of those left, but nothing else was selling out of like all the other stuff I put up, so I was getting a little panicky. Then yesterday, while I was at one of my other jobs, I happened to sell 2 of my wristlets, which made me feel better because I was starting to get really in my head about like, am I charging too much? Is everything I make just dog shit? I hate that something like my Etsy shop has that much bearing over me where it can affect my mood, good or bad, so strongly. I hate it. Okay, I think the chaos has come to an end for this year, at least this specific video. I was gonna try to throw a Eddie Munson situation together because I have my battle vest, but I just kind of channel that energy every day lately, and that is a good vibe to have. Also, I would guess by my convention experience this year that Eddie Munson will be a very popular Halloween costume, and not to be like a contrarian, but if I'm not gonna have like a whole ass version of it, I don't wanna. But I have designed some Eddie related jewelry that will hopefully get me to start making some stuff with my Cricut again, because I haven't used that in a long time. And it's just been fun drawing stuff out because I do it so infrequently other than doing my like little fashion sketches. And I kind of want to make a baseball t-shirt from scratch because I used to have a black and white baseball shirt like that, but I awkward sweat through the whole thing so intensely that like you can't come back from those stains. So I do have a raglan style sleeve pattern I can fuck around with, so I definitely think that's on the docket. I think I'll just use heat transfer vinyl to like make the logo happen because I want one of those shirts so fucking badly. I'm sure that's sold like in a store somewhere with the number of ones that I've seen out in the world, but I certainly am not going to venture into a mall to find like a Hot Topic, and I hate buying clothes online. So here we are. This is why I make things for myself, or at least try to. Thank you for watching this madness ensue. Thank you for listening to me complain about Etsy stuff. And here's the thing, right? The reason I haven't had to like be in a full panic about that is also I hadn't had the spoons to do Etsy for so many months earlier this year that like any sales I've had are an improvement upon that. It's just like, it's the time you have to put into it. It is mind-numbing work, and I'm sorry, I'm just complaining more. If you know, you know. If you don't know and you maybe shop on Etsy but don't have a shop yourself, it is soul-sucking work to put that together, and I wish I could just like make the things and then have someone else deal with all of the admin side of things. It's just, I hate doing paperwork essentially. So the reason I haven't had to completely spiral about that this whole year and the past couple years, to be honest, is because of everyone over on my Patreon. You have kept this whole channel going because I wouldn't be able to have the time to do even stuff like this if it weren't for all of you. I guess I also never say this part, like if you want to come join, the link is in the description, or if you look up Holy Crap It's Joe or Sewing Nerd Studio. I'm pretty sure it's Holy Crap It's Joe. I'll confirm. Here, I should know this, and I just have horrible self-branding because I have both names in different situations on the internet, and like it's very confusing when people ask where I'm at. It's very circumstantial. If you want to find a bag I've made, Etsy shop, Sewing Nerd Studios. If you want like a more personal type of chaos, Holy Crap It's Joe Instagram, or here, or even TikTok is that general energy. So one day I'll get my shit together, but I've been able to truck along without having my shit together because of y'all. So thank you for keeping me afloat. I don't know what I would have been doing during all of this without y'all. So just, yeah, thank you forever for this. I'm going to calm down a little bit and maybe have some breakfast finally. Would be good. Keep drinking my coffee and continue rehydrating. And I will see you back here with another video next Friday. We are sticking with some spooky theme stuff for a little while because I have projects that are made or I will be making later today for things, but there's going to be a little reveal, so I can't show you the actual Halloween costume I'm making this week. You'll have to see that sometime in November, but it's also just an outfit I'm probably going to end up wearing on a regular basis, so it's all gravy. That's not a thing I've ever said. Who am I becoming? I need to get out of this outfit. Okay, I'll see you back here with another video next Friday. Thank you so much for hanging out. Okay, now we're in frame. Ready?